My name is Trayvon Compton, or you might know me as Trey D. I am an independent hip-hop artist and a songwriter. I am 30 years old. I am originally from Clarksville, Tennessee. I live now in Beaufort, Georgia, and I pretty much have been a musician and a songwriter and performer since I was a teenager. I used to play basketball, used to be an athlete. It's kind of where I got my performer attitude or performer chops, and I kind of pretty much parlayed the passion into music, into being into performing and being an entertainer. And hip-hop is my main genre, but I pretty much venture out and do a little bit of everything. Honestly, what motivates me to do music is the passion and also me being a fan first. I grew up listening to a lot of music. Music was a big part of what my family did and what brought us together. My mother and father are avid music listeners, and I like to thank them for giving me the game and having a good ear. And I pretty much parlayed to my life of being a big fan into my passion of wanting to create music for myself. Yeah, I can honestly say the first time I ever wrote a song was in middle school with one of my best friends at the time, Michael Bimbo, aka Mikey Cigars, rest his soul. He just passed away this year. We were maybe in 8th grade. We used to write rap songs on papers, and you write your lines and you pass it to the next guy. The next guy tries to outdo the next guy. Me and my friend, him, Mikey Cigars, Black Poet. So I say I've been doing it for like good 15, 13 years. Since 13 or 15 years old. Now that I'm 30, I'll say middle school, definitely. The desire of expressing myself. Pretty much I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop and R&B, and just like any other kid coming from where we come from, we look up to these guys. We also wanted to emulate these guys, but in my personal opinion, I wanted to be better than these guys. I feel like a lot of the guys that I grew up listening to were very creative, very talented. They had the grind, they had the hustle, but they lacked certain things that I feel like I could bring to the game, so I try to give my own perspective on it, and that's what made me pretty much jump into it myself. The earliest hip-hop artist I can honestly say I was listening to was a lot of West Coast artists. Being that my father and mother were both in the Army, we were stationed in Hawaii in the early 90s, and my brother was really big on Warren G. My older brother Troy's first basketball team was the Regulators, so I can say Warren G was probably one of the first rappers I really listened to. Coolio, Jay-Z, a lot of old school hip hop guys like the Rakim, the KRS-Ones. It's a lot of different stuff, but honestly, in my household, R&B was just as prevalent as hip hop was. So Luther Vandross, Earth, Wind and Fire, a little bit of everything. Honestly, they inspired me early. They influenced me very early on. Wow, my very first performance. Let me think. I don't want to tell any lies. First performance. My very first performance was actually at a Sweet 16 for one of my friends. I go hard with my friend Devin. He had a Sweet 16, and me and some guys I used to make music with, we used to go by the actual company name, Straptown, and we actually had a performance at a Sweet 16 with a lot of the high school friends that we used to go to school back in those days. We thought we was legit back then. We thought we was pretty much famous. We made it to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? But since then I've been doing live performances and shows since then. It's been a while though. That's a very good question. The people that I probably put the most effort into pleasing with my music is myself, to be completely honest. Because like I said, I came up being a fan first. And I feel like a lot of musicians that are best musicians that are truly passionate about making the music and performing the music, they were fans first. And they got into it to make the music for themselves or to express themselves. So first of all, I make the music for myself. Second of all, I do it for people that love hip hop. And it's not just hip hop as a rap music, it's just the whole black culture, black music. I feel like we kind of like alienate our cultures and our genres, but really it's just all black music. It's hip hop, it's rap, it's R&B, it's rhythm, it's blues. Just culture, just black people in general. The hip hop culture, myself, anyone I feel like that would be passionate about what we bring to the table. I feel like my approach is paying off. Yes, it is. Honestly, though, with the way that the internet is and the technology and the way things move fast, I had to step my game up. Not as in my creative process, but honestly, the marketing, my promotion, my creativity of how I'm going to get my music and my content to the fans. I feel like it is paying off, but I'm also learning a lot of new things that I didn't take in consideration as a younger man. So I say 50-50. I say 50-50, but I'm still going to stay true to whatever I do. I say the pros is the biggest part to me because I'm a very positive person. I like to think about the good things. Is me staying true to myself. Me not worrying about what other people think. And honestly, not really selling out. I know a lot of people in hip-hop, that's the thing that we try to avoid is selling out. But as long as you can look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and you feel true to what you do, that's number one. The money is going to come down the line. The business is going to come down the line. The branding is going to come down the line. And I think the cons is, like I said earlier, I could be further along if I was to be quicker to adapt to newer practices or some of the newer ways that some of the younger guys go about it. I just like to keep it very organic and keep it very creative in my process of not even just making the content, but also how I carefully push the content to my audience, because I care about the outcome. I actually do care about the outcome. Yeah, I definitely have a life outside hip-hop. At 30 years old, I can honestly say I have a healthy balance of my creative, my business, and personal life now. To be completely honest, like I said, I've been in the music industry for maybe since 18, professionally. But before that, I thought that hip-hop and rap culture had to dominate what I do. And I honestly feel like the man I am, the man I was raised to be, the man I became, music is just a portion of what I do. I'm a family man. I'm very into what I do with my family and my friends, as well as the legacy I'm trying to build now to have for my nephew or my younger generations of family members as well. I mean, I'm an avid cooker. I love to read. I play a lot of basketball. So I feel like I'm a very busy man. A lot of friends, a lot of family, a lot of creative, a lot of cooking, a lot of eating, a lot of exercise, a lot of sports, things of that nature. Things of that nature keep me very busy. I feel like I am probably more in tune with my personal life than the music now. I have a healthier balance now at 30 years old, I can honestly say that. As an artist, we have a lot of shortcomings and a lot of dead ends that we could run into if you're really not focused and or if you don't know what your end goal is. You have to have an end goal of where you see yourself or where you would like to see yourself, so you have a realistic situation that you can work up to. I feel like the cons of what I do is just the stereotyping and the judgment. A lot of people, a lot of black art forms, we have came under scrutiny with a lot of the things that a small population of the artists do, and that's not even like the major consensus of the art form. I feel like rap has been singled out as a derogatory art form, but I feel like everyone creatively expresses themselves however they feel fit to do. I do sometimes. I no longer use the N-word or the B-word on any of my projects. I'm not knocking the brothers that do, but honestly, I think that is a con because some people feel I might come off too preachy because I am from the streets and I am from the background of where I come from. It's just that I didn't change it. I upgraded myself. I evolved to where I feel like I want to be now as a grown man. And I also think that's a pro, because a lot of these young brothers meet me and they think I'm going to be one way, and when they find out I'm a little bit more educated, a little bit more well-spoken, they feel like that's not something they can stray away from doing. That's something they could be proud of doing as well for themselves. So it's just however you look at it. It's all about perspective, honestly. I honestly feel like in the world, especially what I can speak about, North America, even though I've been other places, I was born in Germany, my father and mother were both in the service. In North America, I feel most of the problem is people aren't concerned what's going on until it affects them, their bottom line, the profit margin, or the family. That's like for me to say, I don't care about people shooting up schools as long as they don't shoot up my nephew's school, because I don't have any children of my own. But I care about everyone's children the same. I feel like if everyone took the effect of we are really all brothers and sisters and all God's children equally, however you feel like you listen to or whoever you praise to at the end of the night, and we are all one and the same, I think we could work together as family to make the world a better place. I feel like the best thing going on in the world right now is just that. If people that's already striving, the people such as the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and the people that gave their lives and their livelihoods to make the world a better and safer place for the next generation of people in their family, as well as some of the people that oppress them. There's nothing wrong with you looking out for your own, but if you're not looking out for everyone, you're doing your family and your friends and your neighbors a disservice, in my opinion, to be honest. That's what the mantra is about in my company, Straptown Lifestyle. Straptown is actually an acronym. It's still trying really anything positive, teaching our world now. Your world might be different from my world. You might not be able to communicate to the people of my world. I might not be able to communicate to the people in your world. So if I take what I'm saying to the people that listen to me and they apply it and you do the same, I think we can meet together somewhere in the middle and we can make the world a better place, honestly. That's Mad Marv behind the camera, if y'all ain't know. In 10 years, I'll be 40. In 20 years, I'll be 50. I would love to finally be married with children. I have not been married. Ladies, I am single. Not anymore, I'm not. But I would love to be single with children. I would love to be established. I would love to be bi-coastal where I can live on the East Coast where I live in Georgia now. Also have my company in Oregon or maybe even California where I can help other people really succeed to express themselves and also achieve their dreams. That would be the ultimate goal where I see myself in 15, 20 years, as well as taking the industry to the next level. That's something I would love to be responsible with doing. Oh, I would love to. I would love to give a shout out just to everybody that's out here listening and everyone that actually sees it, as well as the people obviously in my life. I would love to shout out to Mad Marv for actually hosting this and giving me an opportunity to express myself and broadcast a brother, as well as my family, my mother, my grandmother, my nephew Trenton, my brother, my sisters, my father, and everybody out there that got love for what we do and who we are. Much love to y'all and yours. Trey D, Straptown Entertainment, Straptown Lifestyle, baby. Honestly, just like any other person out here, I was trying to find myself and I was battling with whatever I was going through in my personal life in my early 20s. Now at 30, I kind of want to be more of a role model to my nephew. My nephew is 9 years old, his name is Trenton Compton, and he needs someone to look up to as well as all the other kids in the world, as well as people that look up to their favorite entertainers or artists or actors. I just think we should all strive to be the best versions of ourselves, no matter how it is. You should just put the time in, you should put the work in, and you should just want to be a better person. It doesn't matter what you do for a living. Right now, I'm actually working on an album entitled Barack Obama Follows Me on Twitter, and it's just going to be a collection of songs I feel like it's going to widen the genre of hip-hop where people don't put it in a box creatively and sonically, where you can have a song about love, you can have a song about creativeness, and you can be a song about the marijuana, whatever you feel like, but also bring it all together. Pretty much I came up with that title, obviously the typical, literal, but as well as what that entails of saying someone that high up could find out something, not saying I'm low, but I'm not worldwide artist yet. It's pretty much the definition of if you do what you're supposed to and you keep your nose to the grindstone and you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to, people that are supposed to find it will find it. You just have to stay very dedicated to what you're doing. So y'all look out for that. That's probably going to drop at the end of 2018. I got a single out there. It's called How I Wanna, produced by Indigo Sounds. We have a come-up single. The second one is called Roll One, produced by KMC Productions. We got way more music on the way. We got a lot of music on the way. You make sure you check me out, StraptownTradey.com. Straptown Tradie on Instagram, Twitter, and just about everything else that they use online these days. That's very important. I hope everybody out there understands the power of that. If you find something that you're passionate about, it really will drive you to the next level of your life. Everyone needs something that's going to motivate them, no matter what that is for everybody. I appreciate you, Mad Marv. More work in the future. Peace to Millennium Studios.